From the script originally titled Smoke, what was supposed to be the sequel to the very successful Jagged Edge, Burt stars in Physical Evidence. Burt was cast alongside what may be considered the worst romantic partner of his entire career, Teresa Russell.
No way, Jose.
I ain't Jose.
That's the first time when there's any kind of slight come on whatsoever.
Right.
And we sort of don't do it. I'm your attorney. So we can't afford this.
Afford what?
This is very much also a tribute to the 40s way of films, etc., where there was always a lot of that.
The two had such little chemistry on screen that at times it was actually uncomfortable to watch.
Jesus, Joe, can't you do anything right?
Russell had an impressive resume, working with Oscar winners like Dustin Hoffman in Straight Time,
Take my chances.
Gene Hackman and Joe Pesci in 1983's Eureka, Bill Murray in 1984's The Razor's Edge, and coming off the critically acclaimed 1987 film
Black Widow. She mates and she kills.
The main reason why I wanted to do it was that since Black Widow and since some of these other films I've been involved in, I don't normally get asked to play quote-unquote normal person, always having to be neurotic or strip my clothes off or doing something.
Is that all?
What do you mean, is that all?
So this is what excited me about it. I felt it would be quite a challenge being a lawyer, and it was good fun. And Burt was a joy.
Who dresses you in the morning?
Be nice, Mr. Paris. Remember, your ass is in my hands.
Burt plays Joe Paris, a police officer accused of murder.
I've done a lot of shitty things in my life. I've never killed anybody. Very different than anything I've done. He's so volatile. I mean, he's like a volcano.
Easy, take it easy.
I was somewhat fascinated with the fact that the guy is a victim. I don't think I've ever played a victim before. I mean, a victim because he's, from the very outset of the film, you feel he's guilty. Or if he isn't guilty, then he is definitely being set up and railroaded into making the audience believe, and certainly everybody in the film believe he's guilty of murder.
Russell plays the court-appointed public defender who's out to prove his innocence.
I got nobody in there because of you and your Joe Paris.
Jenny is a public defender, and she's taking on the case of Joe Paris, who may or may not have been framed for the murder of Jake Farley. The reason she's taking it is purely for ambitious and benefits for herself, because it's a tough case and it's quite a prestigious case, and it's something that would further her career, and that is why she's taking it.
Oh, did I tell you they've got Paris's blood type on a murder weapon?
Ned Beatty appears here in his 7th film with Burt and lights up the screen in every scene.
Somebody took a big interest in the tape collection at Farley's house. Helped himself to quite a few.
Dick-faced kid.
No, it was not the dick-faced kid. He wasn't home.
Are one of you my wife? All right.
Married with Children star Ted McGinley plays Teresa Russell's annoying fiancé.
This must be his Gucci-ness.
You know, I got a mind to bust you in the mouth.
Kyle, you don't want to do that.
Directed by Michael Crichton, best known for Westworld, The Great Train Robbery, and the 1984 Tom Selleck thriller, Runaway.
This is an old-time movie. This is like one of those pictures that they used to make in the 40s.
This is Tony. I'm gonna get you, asshole.
There's no special effects. There's no aliens. There's no monsters. They're just people doing dramatic scenes, walking and talking, and it's delightful.
Oh, yeah?
It's time for a Siskel and Ebert Burt Reynolds shitty film review.
And our first film is called Physical Evidence, and it's a surefire candidate for one of the year's worst films, and it's only January. Burt Reynolds stars, and that's no surprise, continuing his amazing track record of making boring films.
Great.
Reynolds is boring, that's nothing new, but this is the first time I've seen Teresa Russell in a dim-witted commercial movie. The most badly acted scene in the movie, the one I prayed I wouldn't see, is the inevitable love scene as Reynolds makes a ham-bone pitch for Russell's affection.
How would I ever get mixed up with you?
Too late now.
I did not believe a word they were saying. I was tired of the film's predictable story. Do you really think Burt Reynolds is going to play a villain? And Teresa Russell shows none of the brightness of her previously distinguished work.
Fuck you, you arrogant asshole!
There are no thrills, there are no pleasures whatsoever in Physical Evidence.
Bullshit!
Teresa Russell doesn't know, did Burt Reynolds really kill his wife? Did he really commit this murder? In this movie, there was never a moment when we think that that's a serious possibility. And as far as chemistry between the two of them, there's none.
Just get out of here.
I think maybe I owe you an explanation.
The acting styles are different. Russell is not comfortable in this kind of acting.
It's like the fingernail on the blackboard reaction.
There's
to dialogue.
very bad writing here and very bad playing, and Reynolds does not take risks, which is why you do not believe that he's going to turn into a villain.
I didn't know I was so popular.
And that's the end of this Siskel and Ebert Burt Reynolds shitty film review.
If I cared about what people say to me, that are sometimes the most cruel things I've ever read in my life, and Burt bashing has been really in vogue the last few years, I would give up the business. I can't give a damn about what they say, because if I did, it would hurt too much.
And Physical Evidence was no exception.
What the hell's the matter with you anyway?
Angered by a review in the Palm Beach Post, Sally Wagner, president of the Burt Reynolds fan club, took out a full-page ad in the same paper highlighting reviews that praised Burt.
Amazing.
Released with little promotion, Physical Evidence was another failure at the box office for Burt, landing on Gene Siskel's top 10 worst films of the year.
A stupid little thriller called Physical Evidence. With Teresa Russell, naturally he makes a sexual move on her. Doesn't Reynolds realize that his kind of suave behavior is really out of date?
Yeah.
Shockingly, Michael Crichton would never direct another picture. But perhaps that's okay when you go on to write one of the greatest science fiction novels of all time, Jurassic Park. Don't forget to like and subscribe to get notified about new videos and original Burt Reynolds content right here on the Gator McKlusky channel.